Joe, compare this year pre-season to how it was last year. What's the difference, the different feeling around this club right now?
Positivity, players, front office, it's all changed. I mean, it's a great opportunity for us, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
How important is pre-season when, I mean, every year there are important aspects to it, but more so now that there are so many new players coming in and you have the squad together right at the start of the pre-season?
Yeah, it's very good. We're only missing a couple pieces. I think they'll gel right in quite easily. But just the fitness aspect of it, last year was quite easy, our preseason. So this year it's completely changed, as you can see. I mean, these guys they're absolutely killing themselves. So hopefully that'll pay off in the long run.
How big is this, the challenge ahead at this club now with the players that have been acquired and signed? The expectation level has gone through the roof about what this club can achieve. How does that affect the players heading into pre-season in the new campaign?
It gives us something to play for. I mean, in the past, even hearing from guys that have been here for a couple of years and, guys from last year that have been here, before they're just they're playing. It was like almost like a hobby at the club. So now we've got a target on our backs. The expectations from our supporters is very, very high, and our expectations for ourselves is extremely high. I mean, with these players, we should be making the playoffs.
Joe, how do you approach this season different from, say, last season when you were here with Stefan Fry? He was the #1 kind of going in and hurt, but now you've earned that #1 spot. Mentally, do you approach this any differently, being what is the #1 keeper and what you experienced last year?
No different. My job is still the same, standing between the pipes. But just the expectation, that's the only difference, is that it's very, very high now.
Have you had time yet to have a conversation with Michael Bradley, your main holding midfielder now, because it is a new approach in front of you, and obviously it's going to affect everything about your game?
Yeah, obviously Michael's not in training right now, but he's been around the locker room and on the bus and everything, so he's a great guy, fit right in.
What did you think, Joe, when you heard about what was happening, the players that were coming in, the names that were going to be signed by this club? What was your first reaction when it all sort of went down?
I was ecstatic. I mean, wouldn't you be? You get to play with some great American players, English legend, new Brazilian player, and then, I mean, the most important thing for me is the guys that stayed on board. That's the key there, is to have that core group of players, and even Michael said it. The atmosphere that we've created in the locker room is second to none.